body so damn sweet, I think about you all day. I look for love in my body, it takes me to your space, takes me down your way. I don't think that's a coincidence, oh no. Baby, I think that's a
JK Nation, welcome back to our
channel.
Welcome back to our channel, guys. This new year is going so well. We haven't been recording, obviously, but it's because we're getting so many things ready for this year. We have like so many things planned, and
for our we have a lot of good things planned for our website and all of that stuff too, so we're taking a lot of time for both.
Yeah, and we're trying to get everything prepared on the back end so everything looks good on the front end. So bear with us, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for continuing to subscribe to our channel and show love and leave comments, even though we haven't posted in about like 5 days.
Yeah, like 5 days.
Like 5 days. So thank you guys so much for being a part of the nation. If you aren't a part of the nation, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications right now. And in today's video, we're basically going to be recreating the first time we met. Now, Kayla has her own viewpoint on how it all started, and I have mine. So it's gonna be interesting to see both sides of the story. But the first time we actually started talking, let me just explain this. So I'm working at somewhere in the mall. The people that know me know where I was working exactly. And Kayla was working at her place. Yeah. And they were right next to each other.
Literally, like, you walk out the door, the next
store is her store. Yeah. So at this time, what year is this, babe? 2016?
2016.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No, I didn't work.
It was 2016.
I worked there 2017 going into 18.
Okay. So early 2017. I'm working where I'm working. Kayla's working where she's working. Mm-hmm. And
never knew of each other. Kind of. Yeah. Not really though. Like we've seen each other but never spoken to one another.
Yeah. So do you want to say where we worked?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I was working at Zara. You guys, I'm sure you guys know where Zara is and what it is. And then
I was working at California Pizza Kitchen. I was a host. I worked at takeout. I never wanted to be a server because I'm too tall to be carrying things. Like, I should not be carrying a huge tray. Knowing me, like, having to bend down and put it on the table is like not my thing. I've tried it and I realized like that's not for me. The money was great, but it's not all about that.
Don't let the money be a reason for you to be somewhere where you're not happy.
Yeah, exactly. Do what, like, my main concern when I was working there was if I quit, I'm not gonna have any money. And it's not about that. It's about aligning yourself with what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Right? I agree. Like when Kayla quit, honestly, she quits jobs like it's nothing. Like she's like, whatever.
I'm out of here. If I don't like it, I'm out of here. The same for me.
Exactly. Like I honestly like looked into how she did that. And like she just didn't care, and she always like trusted herself. Mm-hmm. For me, I worked at that job for like 3-4 years. Like I went to school and then came back and worked there again. Like I was working there before I went to school.
That's really good though, because like people that are like that, it's easier for you. And not easier for you, but I just think like when you're applying for your next job, they see that commitment. That's the only thing. Like they don't want to see 20 jobs.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
They like that you have.
I guess like
job.
What I was thinking is like, man, I'm about to be like 39 and be working here still. Like so many dudes just walking around there with bald heads.
And if you're okay with that, then there's nothing wrong with that. But he knows, you know, for yourself, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't
you didn't want to be there.
The whole time, literally, like it's the weirdest thing. I had a feeling the whole time I was working there that I meant for something greater. My life was so different from everybody else that was working there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like my life was so different. Like it didn't even align that I was there. Like there was one day like somebody came up to me, and I will never forget this moment. This guy was like, when you're famous, don't forget me. And I was like, I have no intentions of being famous. Yeah. I'm just living my life. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy. And then Kayla, remember when so Kayla and I, like we made our YouTube when I was working there. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, I told people in that job, like me and my girlfriend made a YouTube. They were checking it out. everybody was looking at it. Everybody was interested because I had did your makeup, and that was like one that somebody wanted to see.
Yeah.
So I was telling everybody about it. Like, I was promoting, you know, even people that were coming in to eat. I was like, watch our channel.
He would write on, there was like a chalkboard in the very front.
Oh yeah.
And he would write our YouTube channel.
So like when you walk into the restaurant, there was like a chalkboard, and I wrote YouTube Justus and Kayla. Like, by any means, like I knew that something. We
would like check like during,
and we would check like
when I knew he was on a shift and like he sent me a picture of it, I would like check.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, babe, we did so. We should make another video of like all the crazy things we did to get people to notice our YouTube.
Yeah. But anyways, like, let's get into this story. So basically, like, Kayla would be walking by and I would see her. So you know Kayla's pretty tall. She's like 5'10".
No, I'm not.
She's tall as hell. And when I would see her, I'm like, damn, like that would be like honestly the perfect type of girl for me. But nah, you know, who's trying to get a table? You know, like it would kind of be like a thought that came and left. And I would see her again and I'm like, okay, hold on. Like something could happen right here. I'm like, nah, whatever. So I let that go for like a while. After months went by, I checked my Twitter. I'm working. I checked my Twitter, and like there was a desk, so like you can pull it out. So I put my phone in there, and I check my Twitter, right? And it's a DM, and I'm like, who could this be? Like, you know, I was popping at the time.
I slid.
Babe, let me finish my side. Like, I know. All right, so like, I check my DMs, and then I see a little message from her, or whatever. At the time, she had no followers, huh? You're like
20.
She had like 20. She had just made her Twitter. She just said hey or
like
something.
that week I made my Twitter, I think.
I don't know what she said. What did you say, babe?
Go get my.
Oh, I'll get her phone.
This was, I remember I was.
Tell me about your. Oh my god!
You happy?
No.
What?
She has all the messages.
You put in the DMs.
No, cause you wait.
I followed.
Yeah, you followed me. So she didn't slide in my DMs.
Nah, I didn't.
She followed me.
Oh. We got the screenshots.
Our first message ever.
Our first message ever. He sent the little looky eyes.
She replied in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Not even. I didn't even have to
Why
wait.
am I gonna play? Like,
yeah, like she
girls
wanted.
be playing. I don't need to play.
After all of this, we then decided to meet up, and that's where the interesting.
Yeah. So from there we went to texting,
Mm-hmm.
and then this was probably what, a few days.
A few days after, like we were quick.
We were quick.
But it felt right.
It was like we both knew what we wanted.
Yeah, we both knew what we wanted. Like,
so
if you know what you want with someone and they want the same thing, don't hold back.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can be like one person wants something, the other doesn't, so you're like.
So yeah, but like I think we both knew like, yeah.
This is what we wanted.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into the good part. We're gonna go over to where we first met, like, and like actually hung out, and like basically like recreate the scene.
Yeah.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm on my way. Feel me? Ooh, I was so nervous I'm telling you, when I was on the way, I was so nervous. Like, I'm thinking like, oh my God, what if her breath stinks? What if she didn't shower and she smells like BO? I was thinking like, what if she asked me to get food and I ain't got no money? Feel me? Because Panera bread is expensive. I can't be doing this. And then I was thinking like, it might actually be cool, you know, we could just talk it up, see what we got in common, any similarities we have, you know, things like that. So at this moment, when I pulled up, I was thinking, if she comes late, that means she's not serious and she doesn't want to date me. I was already thinking about spending the rest of my life with this woman. So there is no questions about being late. She had to be here when I got here. So I'm gonna go inside and wait for her to pull up.
All right, guys, so I'm on the way to Panera Bread where Justus and I met up for the first time. So I used to work at this is another job that I worked at, and I had a 7 to 4 shift. So I got off at 4, and Justus doesn't know this, but you know, I was sitting at a desk all day and I felt like I don't know, I just felt like sweaty and like gross or whatever. So I drove home. He thinks I went from my job to Panera Bread, but I like rushed home and I showered. I like got in the tub and like showered super fast and like put my outfit on. And I wore a top like this, but it was black. And then I wore gray sweat, but he doesn't know that. So when he sees this, he's gonna laugh. But yeah, so like I drove home and then I drove to Panera Bread to meet him. And yeah, the rest has been history.
So when I got here, I was studying. I wanted to act like I was doing something. I didn't want to like just be sitting here waiting on her. So I brought like my notebook and my backpack, and I was sitting here because I had to write an essay, and I was writing, you feel me? And then I look over here to my left, like right over here, and I see somebody zoom in. I'm like, damn, somebody got somewhere to be. I'm doing my work. Like, my head is in the book. My head is in the paper. I am focused. I peep my head up for 2 seconds and I see her walking in. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look down real quick. But she sits right down. I'm gonna show you guys how she sat down. So I'm in the books. I'm looking at my paper. Mind you, this is blank, but this is just for an example. And I pop my head up real quick. I see her right there and I'm like, oh no, let me have to like wait. And then she sits down and then we start talking. We talk for like hours, like just sitting here talking.
We were literally sitting here, but we were like,
yeah, we were talking close.
Our faces were like,
we were talking close. And then there was this couple sitting right here, like right here. Remember?
yeah. And they were like wearing was it Hawaiian shirt?
They were like wearing some type of like, I don't know if it was a flannel or a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, it was kind of like the shirts you get in Hawaii, and
yeah,
button ups, and they were like.
But they look good, and Kayla took a picture. We were like, ooh, you don't have that picture.
Imagine.
There's no way you have that picture. So like we're looking over here. We're looking over here, and we're like, damn, they look good, and instantly we knew we wanted to dress alike, right?
We were just basically talking a lot about everything, and then he was like, oh, so, you know, next week or like this week, he's like, I'm taking my brother to a concert, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, cool. And he's like, do you know who A Boogie is? And literally at that time, I had no idea who he was.
You really didn't. But I put you on.
I was so out of the loop, you guys.
Yeah,
like,
at that time.
because I wasn't really on social media, so like I didn't know too much.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, no, but I listened to him for like a few days because he was like, come with us to the concert. So that was like where we took our next.
So the A Boogie concert was actually on a Friday the next week because my little brother's birthday was on a Friday. So I had told her in advance so she could get her ticket and then we could go. Did I seem confident when I was talking to you? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
And he was funny too. Like I just remember I was laughing so hard that I was crying. Remember?
Yeah.
And he was like, don't cry.
Oh yeah, she started crying when she was like, when I was making jokes. And I was like, don't cry because
I didn't want messing around a lot. And like, he was like, are you crying?
She looked like she was about to break down because I was making her laugh so hard.
Yeah, I was like cracking up.
On top of us meeting here, there was one moment that literally was like the game-winning shot. The game-winning shot. Fellas, you're gonna relate to this on another level. So I'm sitting here, right? We're talking, having conversation. She's like, I gotta go to the restroom. I'm like, yes, go to the restroom. It's the perfect time that I can look at that junk. Remember that? I was like, I need to look at that junk. I didn't tell her that, obviously, but she got up, and we ain't redoing that scene, but she got up. I was like, Lord Jesus. I was like this. She got up, I was like, I feel like somebody socked me in the chest and walked away.
Came back from the bathroom, he was like getting his stuff ready so we could head out. And that's when he was like, so I'm going to a concert, would you like to come? I was like, yes. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. So we were like,
He got out, so.
he did it good.
Yeah, I did my thing, fellas. I did my thing. So after that, we walked out, so I took my stuff. I was like, let's get out of here. So we're walking out.
And I was like, oh my goodness, like, is he ever gonna talk to me again?
After?
Yeah, I was like nervous. You parked right there.
Oh yeah, so I parked right over here, and I was thinking like,
I don't want to leave. Like,
I was thinking the same.
I was like, I made a friend. Like, not I made a friend.
No, but we related on another
like we
level.
wanted to like keep being with each other.
We did not want to leave each other that day. I'm telling you, we stood by the car and we talked for like 10 minutes after already saying we're gonna leave.
Yeah. And then I remember he was just so tall because he like went like this to give me a hug, and I was like,
she fell right into daddy's arms, huh, baby? She loved me ever since. That's basically how we met and how like everything started, and that's why we are where we are now, because we took a risk, right, baby?
Risk.
We took a risk with each other, and I'm blessed.
Listen to your heart.
I'm blessed to have you, baby.
I'm blessed.
Blessed to have her, and continuing to grow with her and continue to take the world over.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and end today's video right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. But you know, we gotta shout out our notification squad. Who we got, babe?
So our post notification shout out goes to Holly Davy. So shout out to you.
Holly Davy, thank you so much for being a part of the nation. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to be mentioned in our next video, all you have to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and then comment done right here down below in the comment section, right? Thank you guys so much for watching.